Okay, so now we've developed our pocket and our profile tool paths, and we have those right here. At this point in time, we probably want to do a preview, so we want to see what this looks like. So we're going to reset the preview, okay, and you should be able to preview all of your tool paths so you can kind of see what's going to happen here with the T getting removed and the material in that pocket, and then the contour going around and around and around. So that'd be the general process of what will take place, so you can kind of get an understanding of what's going to be created. Okay, if you are good with everything that you've got going, you have happening there, you're going to go over here and you're going to go to Save Toolpath, and you're going to output all visible toolpaths into one file. If you are going to be using the Shop Saber, you're going to be using the Shop Saber ATC Speed Arc Inch with a .tap file. Okay, so that would be the tap file. If you are going to be using other CNC machines, you're going to be using the Path Pilot. Okay, so you'll be using Path Pilot, and you'll be using Path Pilot in inches or millimeters based on which tooling you're going to be utilizing. Okay, so you're going to be using the Path Pilot inches or millimeters depending on what you're doing. I'm going to use this for the Shop Saber ATC, so it's an automatic tool change. So it's going to be expecting to change tools. So if I were to redo the profile and say I want to do that with a 1/4 inch as opposed to the 1/8, which I have here in the pocket, then it would move and grab different tools, and I'd have to set that up appropriately. In this case, I don't, so I'm going to grab all the tool paths. These are all the tool paths that I want. I have the right post processor for the machine that it's going to go to. I'm going to save the tool path, and I'm going to make sure that I have this set up with the CNC. It's my initial practice. All right, and I'm going to click Save, and it's going to export that file and save that file so that I can make that. So if you go and click and save there, there it is right there. It's that tap file. That is the file that you're going to grab with a USB and take over to the machine that you're going to be using. So the tap file is the final file that you are going to save and move to the machine with a USB stick. Okay, so if you are done with that, you're also going to come up here and save this file as the VCarve. So you're going to do this as the CNC initial practice, and we're not going to save it as a tap file, but it is the VCarve file. So there are two files that get created here. The tap file is the file that we take over to the machine. This VCarve file has all of the ability to be edited and changed to update the tap file. If I open up the tap file, okay, if I open up the tap file, all right, you're going to find out that you're going to open with, and you're probably going to open it with a notepad. And you'll find in here that we have all of the G code. Okay, so you can see the Z, it's going to go to 2 inches. You can see the speed, it's tool 1. M5 is turn on. You're going to see all of the code for all of the pocket, and you can see the depths in which it's moving to and all the different things. And if you kind of you can read through here and kind of see what's happening. You can see that there's a pickup here to Z at 2 inches, Z to 1, and you can see all the different steps that are taking place as you're moving along and reading this. All right, and if you're reading this with an X, you can see that you're outside of the contour, and you'll get to the bottom and it'll move to Z2, Z, and it'll knock off and cut out. So that is the G code in general. Obviously, if I make any changes in this and move the tap file over, you will see the outcome change at the machine. So don't do that. But that's the original piece with regards to what the outcome is going to be, and that's how you're going to be able to program your machine. Obviously, if you have any questions along the way with this process, you need to ask your instructor. More than happy to support, help you, and make sure you can find success with your initial CNC work.